Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Get the ball.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 79 Broncos. Set up.
Just beating the play clock is Locke. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Hero 15. Watch out.
And now the rookie's free. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Rolling to his right.
You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Johnson taking it in. And the Commanders are on the board first here in Vegas.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
This is where you step up right here, baby. Let's go, y'all. That's what it is.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. He'll buy some time right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll start out here with the option left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, check that. Street.
Inside give to Dickerson. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to throw. Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Mustang 19. Check go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the posts, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Yellow.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Fire down these two. Attack! Hey, 57 color. Right side.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Rolling.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Okay,
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on the
best.
gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Alert! Alert! Set go!
Lock. Setting up the screen to Dickerson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
70 Lions, Buffalo 18.
Now Locke. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Here's Locke. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here now, 2nd and 4. Dickerson on the handoff. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Here's Locke. The 20. He's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now. Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Hurry, hurry!
On first down, it's Moon. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Down the left sideline. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Puka Nakua, 57 yards. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Shut up!
Slot man moves right.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
On first down, Lock. Got a man and he hits him in stride. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
79 Bronco.
Throwing is locked. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A quick touch pass here by Luck. Jet sweep. There he goes, right side. Randy Moss. Touchdown, Washington. Randy Moss, 76 yards. And the Commanders are back within a couple of the lead. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both
and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Inside the 20. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Now Boone. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready? Cup 19, Cup Warrior 70. Dragon 60. Hut, hut.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Johnson taking it in. And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Hold on, ready?
Got you, boy. Got you, boy.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
We changed it.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Dickerson. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Lock on 3rd down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Vince Wilfork gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Street. 19 Lion. 19 Tiger.
Here we go on 4th. Lock. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Kamara trying the right side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
They run it again with Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the shutout, at least for now, is still intact. Great job by the defense after, Charles, last time this crew was out here, remember, they gambled in their own territory, didn't get it. But the defense held, gave up no points.
And, Brandon, sometimes it all just comes together, and I think the head coach senses it today. His defense, they're absolutely on fire. It doesn't matter where the ball is on the field. When that defense trots out there, no one's moving it, no one's scoring, and he's playing to it right now.
Well, that group's chasing a shutout. Teammates here on the offensive side going to try to provide a touchdown and gain the momentum even more on this series. Off of play action, Luck. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Pat McAfee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hey, smash!
Here's Eric Dickerson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. A carry for Dickerson. Muscles him off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Ready, break.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go.
To throw is Locke. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Now Locke. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, ready.
3rd and 2, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from 3 yards out. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. On second down, Lynch. Nifty move. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And Jackson throwing once more. A short little throw taken in by Reed. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Chiefs, they've got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Here's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Jackson, option right, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always
Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Ready? You ready to roll? Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Go, Chap. Check out.
This is Eric Dickerson, 4-time rushing champ. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey,
and that flag accepted.
here we go, here we go.
Here's Locke. Setting up the screen to Dickerson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Out of the gun, Locke. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On the defensive side, tackled by John Randall. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, 15. Yellow. Attack.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Puka Nacua, 36 yards. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Warrior 70. Dragon 60.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Viking 18.
Running it with Dickerson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Play action, it's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Off the draw, it's Dickerson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Got it. Ready?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Throwing on third down, Luck. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Ready? Roll, roll, roll.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Lions will take over.
Yellow, yellow.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead would...
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
Hey, we're good.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, 43.
Now Mahomes. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
43.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Easy.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Aaron Donald with a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go, shot.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
18 Rattler. 79 Bronco.
On second down, here's Locke. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing is locked. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Yellow. Yellow. Bring it.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
That is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, finish the game.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Evan Ingram, 30 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Come on, D. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll fake it. Now Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here.
70
And now
Lions.
they'll shift things around.
18 Pioneer.
Posse in the game.
Here's Luck. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
2nd and 10, Luck again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, yellow, hey, go going. Hey, 43. Let's go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, rip lift. Nice hit.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
43,
so the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Evan Ingram with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow into